Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well today. We're going to discuss the Capricorn full moon on July 21st, 2024 at 29 degrees and 8 minutes. This will occur at 6:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Capricorn full moon at 29 degrees is an energetic degree. Full moons are endings of a chapter. This full moon will be conjunct Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. You will transform your authority internally to end a situation or a cycle of something. With full moons, the moon being in Capricorn will oppose the sun in Cancer. The sun is shining on your emotional body of the situation and will communicate to you whether it's time to end it or transform it. This moon will also square Chiron in Aries to give that emotional body a healing. I'm going to go over all the signs. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a full picture of what's happening within your world, and I'll see you soon. Hi Sagittarius, this is for Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising. We're going to take a look at this full moon that's happening in Capricorn in your second house. Okay, so the moon is in the second house. The sun will be in the 8th, opposing each other to make a full moon. All right, so the second house deals with your self-worth and confidence. It also deals with your money. It rules the face and food, your values, material things that you value, sensual things, your income and spending. This could look like you're spending a lot of money for work, okay? It could. But it is a releasing. It is end of a chapter in your life. And this could be that you stop working and you get work. You stop working and you get money from the government. That could happen. Like unemployment. This could also look like you releasing some type of work that you've been making money on, that it's changing. And it's changing because you're using other people's resources. That could be something that's happening. The sun being in Cancer in that 8th house, the 8th house deals with crisis and legal matters, divorces, others' resources, debts and taxes, grants and government. It can be loans and banking. Mortgages are here, hidden knowledge, taboo topics such as astrology, tarot, esoteric knowledge, hidden knowledge. Inheritance is here, death and rebirth is here, long-term finances, deep bonding, sex is here. I'm not sure if I mentioned soulmates merging together, but soulmates are here. This could look like you find a soulmate during this transit. It could have a lot to do with your confidence being uplifted. A releasing of your self-worth is coming. This could also be a transformation in the 8th house being activated, a transformation of your money coming to you. The sun is shining a light in Cancer, showing you that this is where things are happening. This could be other people's resources coming to you instead of you having to work so hard to make money. This could be a death or rebirth, or like I said, a transformation happening of your psyche. This could be an actual death that comes through of a family member. Could be on your mother's side with Cancer activated. It could also be a mother is involved here with Cancer, okay? Just to let you know that is a possibility. 8th house being debts and taxes. There could be a situation to where you're able to pay off debts. Maybe your mother helps you pay off debts. Maybe taxes, because you are a mother, taxes come in and facilitate that income for you. And you don't necessarily have to like work overtime or anything of that nature. Grants and government is here, and there could be a situation that you get a grant or government assistance to help you. Also, loans and mortgages are here. Same thing, that loans could come through. Mortgages could come through with a home or property. I do want to say that homes and property are activated with Cancer. Cancer is property, homes, family, nurturing, mothers, security, sense of belonging, your emotional body, and foundation. Also, I did want to mention with death, it doesn't necessarily have to be a mom. It could be a father with Capricorn activated. That Capricorns rule fathers. Okay. Let's see here. We have hidden knowledge and taboo topics, esoteric knowledge, astrology and tarot in that 8th house. And this could be how you heal your emotional body. Cancer is that emotional body. Okay. Inheritance is also in the 8th house, and there could be an inheritance coming from family. There could be an investment or a long-term finance that comes through, a payout of some sort, and it heals you in that foundation department with Cancer. Okay. Crisis could happen with Cancer activated. This crisis could be with family members, moms and fathers, okay? Just to let you know that that is activated in the 8th house. There is a releasing of your self-confidence. You hold authority within that 2nd house, so you will be able to handle it, okay? Divorces are activated in the 8th house, and this could be that you're paying out on a divorce. It could also be a transformation of you emotionally healing in regards to a death of someone, emotionally healing in regards to a divorce, emotionally healing in regards to finances, okay? Soulmates are in that 8th house, and there is a chance that you could find your soulmate. I think I did mention that, but I'm going to mention it again because it's nice. It's very nice, right? There could be a legal matter revolving around the medical field. Just to let you know, medical fields, of course, hospitals, nurses, doctors, psychiatrists, things of that nature. Legal matters are activated in the 8th house. Okay. All right. So I think I said that you could get some type of other people's resource coming through to you that heals that emotional body and foundation. But I'm going to say it again. Okay. We're going to look at transits that are happening. We have Pluto retrograde at 0 degrees, and it will conjunct this full moon. Now, Pluto will be in Aquarius, so let's check out Aquarius. We have the 3rd house activated. Now, the 3rd house is many things, so bear with me. I'm going to go over it. It is your local environment, the environment that you grew up in, communication to yourself and to other people. Ideas and documents are here. Short distance travel is here. Moving and movement is here. Media and writing. Small education, such as certificates, are here. People are set in this house, such as siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, neighbors, nieces and nephews. We also have vehicles here and skills and learning abilities, phones and gadgets. Okay. Now, Pluto is transforming you internally with it being retrograde. And with the 8th house activated and Pluto being in that 3rd house, there could be a situation to where the communication that you have toward yourself about a mother, about family, the communication that you have toward yourself revolving around using other people's resources could change. It could be that Pluto is working on you internally, that internal dialogue, to bring those emotions in balance within the 3rd house. Those emotions could be revolving around your mindset, okay? Your psyche is involved. That there is a releasing of you being more confident and seeing the self-worth that you have within your life, that you're worthy of gaining things, that you're worthy of obtaining things, okay? The 3rd house is many people. Remember, it's aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, nieces, nephews, neighbors. These people could communicate to you about a certain event that's coming up. And it changes how you feel about them, that you actually see them as family. That could be something. There could be a situation at an event or socializing event that they have, and it transforms you, whatever communication is back and forth with them. There could also be the 3rd house in Aquarius. Aquarius is your hopes, dreams, and wishes, your networks, clubs, groups, and affiliations, the community that you want to reside in, the community that you do reside in, friendships with long distance, acquaintances, older siblings, and socializing and events, okay? And so there is a chance that you could hear about your hopes, dreams, and wishes coming true. And it's revolving around maybe something coming out of that 8th house. The 8th house is other people's resources. The 8th house is mortgages and banking and your debts, your taxes, long-term finances. I mean, it could be anything, honestly. So whatever your hopes, dreams, and wishes, they could come true during this transit, because Pluto is retrograde and Pluto is working on you internally, trying to change the outcome, trying to transform you on the inside so the outside changes. And it could be that because you initiated going to an event of some sort, that you find out certain things, and therefore your hopes, dreams, and wishes come true. That could be something. It could be like because you initiated communication to someone else. Like I said, those people, or you initiated communication to get others' resources, such as governments or grants or 8th house affiliations. You initiated to consolidate a debt, or you initiated an investment, some type of long-term finance. That is so that your dreams come true, right? It pushes that domino effect, okay? So Pluto works on you internally so that you can change your mindset to change the outside of you. So, I mean, pretty much, Sagittarius, it does look really good. It really does, honestly, with 8th house affiliations. But there is a releasing here. There is an emotional attachment with that 8th house, and we'll keep going with the next transit that is happening to find out what's going on. Chiron will be in Aries in Chiron is the wounded healer. Okay, it will square this full moon. So let's look at Chiron here. Chiron is in that 5th house. The 5th house is your love life, is your hobbies, your children, your joy, hope, and optimism, your talents and genius, your creativity and pleasure and dating life, your celebrity and popularity status, recognition status. Okay? So Chiron is triggering a wound within the 5th house. And this wound could revolve around the way that you're loved or the way that you love, right? This wound could also come out of your children, okay? Some type of relationship dynamic that happened between you and your child, or you wanting children. This wound could come out of infidelity that had happened within a love situation. All right, infidelity meaning cheating. Okay, this wound could come out of you not knowing how to enjoy life anymore. Okay, because hope, joy, and optimism is in that 5th house. This wound could come out of being popular and recognized. This wound could come out of maybe even pets that you had. Your dating life could have been a bit traumatic. I'm trying to think, is there anything else here? You could have been told as a child that you didn't necessarily have a type of talent or genius. And I'm going to explain, because Cancer deals with family, and it deals with past, it deals with mothers, it deals with home, property, nurturing your emotional body, and the way that you nurture yourself. You being a mom is here, okay, in Cancer. So we're going to alchemize the 5th and the 8th house, okay, in Cancer. So with the 5th house in Aries, I do want to remind you that Aries is a very independent sign, that Aries is the first of the zodiac. Some say that is like a child, okay? And I say this only because the 1st house is your identity and the way that other people see you. The 2nd house being your self-worth and you learning how to enjoy the senses and touches and everything whenever you're growing up. 3rd house is communication, when you're learning to talk, right? So 1st house is the beginning of childhood. Okay, and Chiron could point out situations of you being a child and not being loved. You being a child and you weren't appreciated, or you just hated childhood, right? Your joy, hope, and optimism is set in the 5th house, and it could point out wounds that you had of enjoying life as a child. It could point out wounds that you had of being loved by your mom. It could point out wounds that you had of being loved by your family, because Cancer is family. It could point out wounds that you had around your friends, you know, whether they were there, weren't there, took advantage of you, what have you. It could point out wounds of you being really popular in school, and then all of a sudden people turned on you, right? It could point out wounds of you know, having a pet as a kid and, you know, the death of a pet, of a kid, or a death of a child, right? There could be wounds surrounding that, because children are activated in the 5th house. There could be wounds surrounding having children because your childhood wasn't that great, so you decided not to. You know? It could be wounds surrounding your dating life. You know, like I said, it could have been traumatic. It could have been with an Aries, by the way, because Aries is set in that house. If not, it just could have been a traumatic situation with dating. That maybe there's a wound around being too happy. Okay? Like, you're scared to be happy because once you get happy, you know things go to shit. That could be a wound that you have, right? So Chiron is activated in that 5th house so that you can heal and receive things from the 8th house. There could be a situation with the 5th house is also lottery, and it's also games, and games of competition to where you win money, okay? And there could be a wound around that. There are people that have won a lot of money and things went to shit, you know. That could have happened. And there could be wounds around that. Or there could be wounds because of a divorce situation that had happened to you. There's a healing that has to happen in that 8th house. And that healing could be revolving around death of someone. Whether that is a child, a mother, a family member, what have you. There could be healing that needs to happen revolving around using other people's resources because maybe you don't feel like you're worthy. Or maybe you were taught as a child that that wasn't the way, okay, to have a life. And that is the possibility by family, because family is activated in that Cancer house. With Cancer being activated, is activated in the 8th house with other people's resources. And something happened with you. With Chiron activated with love, this could have came out of divorce, right? That Chiron is showing you a trigger that you had within a divorce situation, or within a love situation, or infidelity situation, or a dating situation. And it's trying to heal you. It's trying to show you that you can transform. You can transform to change your mindset, to receive. If that's receiving a soulmate, if that's receiving other people's resources, if that's just transforming your psyche, it's all happening within that 8th house. And Chiron will show you the reason. Chiron also wants you to understand that to heal whatever is happening within your life on an emotional level, you have to use the 8th house. So to heal something on an emotional level for your emotional body would be to enjoy the hidden knowledge of the world, right? Or to heal something on an emotional level, you have to transform your psyche, okay? The narrative that you hold, right? The communication that you have toward yourself. Chiron is trying to show you this. To be happy. To be happy, you have to heal that. To be happy, you have to accept help from others, that you are capable of using other people's resources. Usually with a lot of Sagittariuses, their mothers help them, right? Their mothers help them as in using their resources. Sometimes their moms leave them with some type of inheritance, okay? I say that because Cancer is in that 8th house, all right? That sometimes if the relationship dynamic with a Sagittarius and their mother isn't that great, then your life will get better after their ascension. That is a possibility, okay, with the chart being the way that it is. A lot of Sagittarius, though, I've noticed they love their mothers. So, you know, with that said, you have to be open to heal that emotional body revolving around your psyche when it comes to money, when it comes to your self-worth, okay? I'm trying to think of other ways that this could play out here. That you have to believe that you're worthy of having a soulmate. That's very important because soulmates are in that 8th house. And when you find the soulmate, you will see that they are one of a nurturing nature, that they help balance your emotions, that they're very loving, okay, because it's in Cancer, all right? Let's see here. I'm trying to think of any other ways this could play out with Chiron. Chiron is trying to tell you that there are wounds surrounding money in regards to situations of divorce, in regards to situations of you having to work for yourself. And I'm not talking about just working, you know, independently as an entrepreneur. I'm talking about you had to work like a dog. You know what I mean? And Chiron is trying to heal that for you. Chiron is trying to tell you that with Aries being in this 5th house, you have freedom to love. You have freedom to have the money, right? You have freedom to enjoy life. You have freedom to be happy. Okay, you have freedom to do your hobbies and creativities, right? You have freedom to do pretty much anything that you want. With the 5th house here in Aries, the 5th house is freedom to enjoy life. You are a Sagittarius. You're supposed to be adventurous, right? Everybody says this. Everybody says Sagittarius is adventurous. Sagittarius is free. Sagittarius is the people that get you out of a rut. Well, sometimes Sagittariuses are in a rut, okay? And that's what they don't see. And that is something that you need to understand that you can do. You can get yourself out of a rut. You can enjoy life and you can be free. But there is a narrative in your psyche that has to change, revolving around family, revolving around nurturing yourself, revolving around home, revolving around property, revolving around using other people's resources. It could even be in that 5th house of revolving around children, revolving around having children, revolving around what do I want to do in my free time, you know? There is a trigger there, and it stems from childhood. Something that happened to you. Your inner child needs to play again. Your inner child needs to be loved again. Your inner child needs to understand that they can have fun at any time that they want, right? That they can love to the moon and back, rather than just a little bit, because, you know, things are happening with humans being adults and it's weird, right? Let's tell the truth. Oh, goodness. But you can love completely and deeply. With the 8th house, it does rule that deep bonding sex and soulmates merging together. So it is a possibility for you to find that. You need to understand that you're able to date. At any age, you're able to date, okay? You have freedom within that 5th house to do as you please with Aries there. This is how people see you, right? This is the way you should see yourself, okay? But Chiron will show you that wound. Chiron will show you the wound that you have within love. Chiron will show you the wound that you have with children, all right? It will show you the wound that you have with dating or being loved, all right? But as it's showing you the wound, remember that the healing is in the 8th house. The healing is you transforming your psyche, you gaining more confidence, you understanding that you can have the luxurious things in life. I do want to show you one last thing, because, you know, the full moon is in that 2nd house. The 2nd house is ruled by Taurus in astrology. The 2nd house is luxurious things, having luxury, enjoying good food, having money, spending money, right? It's all of those things. Taurus is also homes. Taurus is having the self-worth within yourself. I'm trying to think of other Taurus situations. But I do want to explain to you, yes, Taurus is in that 2nd house, but you have Capricorn ruling over it. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is authority. You hold authority in the 2nd house to have a life of luxury. Okay? I want this to kind of hit home for you, because it's being released here. You're releasing your authority to have the luxurious life that you need. Okay, with this full moon. I mean, pretty much. But to do that, you need to understand that you're worthy. You need to understand that you're worthy of love, that you're worthy of money, that you're worthy of being a mother, that you're worthy of using other people's resources to get what's needed, that you're worthy, okay? You hold authority in that 2nd house of a life of luxury and a life of adventure, being a Sagittarius, right? Because the 5th house is Aries. Like a warrior, you will love hard, right? Like a warrior, you will have fun hard. All right. But there will be a releasing there in that 2nd house. And I really hope that it's you finding your confidence to push forward. Okay? Thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.